Alrighty, hello everyone. Welcome in to another stream. Welcome to Port Canaveral. We're back again for yet another 6-ship day. I hope you guys are excited. We're in for a good one here. We've got the Carnival Venezia, Star of the Seas, MSC Seashore, Disney Fantasy, Norwegian Joy, and the Norwegian Prima. We've got a rare double Norwegian day here, so very excited for today's stream. I hope you guys are as well. BRM, yes, we got a great stream today. Yes, great meeting you. If that's who I think it was that I just met here a minute ago, it was nice meeting you guys. But hope everybody is excited for an awesome stream today. Should be a good time. Last one out's going to be 6 o'clock for Norwegian Prima, but everything else should be pretty rapid fire like yesterday. We just heard Venezia over the radio here just a few minutes ago, right before the stream started, though. She should be underway probably in another 10 to 15 minutes. It sounded like they were pretty much ready to go. You know, something I'm going to try out today is we're going to see if we can dual stream onto TikTok today or not. We're going to see how this goes. If it doesn't work, then we'll just take that stream down. That kid in the background was not happy, was he? Alrighty, I think we're live on TikTok as well. I haven't seen any problems, so that's cool. If I could get these dual streams going, that'd be awesome. Yes, welcome and everybody here on YouTube and also on TikTok as well. Hope everybody's having a great day. We've got 6 ships here in Port Canaveral. Again, Venezia, Star of the Seas, MSC Seashore, Disney Fantasy, Norwegian Joy, and Norwegian Prima. 9:20 in Malta. Wow, that's a late day. Welcome in everybody that's joining in. Welcome. Again, our first ship should be underway here probably the next 10 to 15 minutes. It'll be Carnival Venezia, which is the one that we're looking at right here. Carnival Venezia. How's our audio sounding, by the way, on both TikTok and YouTube? Both of my chats could let me know. Sounds good, very good. Carrie B, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, we're trying to dual stream, so my main worry is that 2 different applications using the same microphone would probably cause problems, at least in my head, so. But it seems to be working, so that's all that matters, right? Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Again, about probably 10 minutes or so till sail away. I will say it's awesome seeing 2 different MSC ships here in the same weekend. I have to say, seeing Seashore and Grandiosa in the same weekend is pretty awesome. I have to say, I'm definitely excited to have that as like a normal thing now. So much better than shopping all day. I agree. That's probably what I should have been doing today, but priorities, right? The priorities are definitely in the right place. Welcome, welcome. Welcome everybody to the stream. Oh, a loud kid behind me. Alrighty. Hey. I apologize for that in the background. Yep. Everybody that's here hanging out. When's everybody's next cruise? Seashore Yacht Club is so underrated. That class's yacht club is one of the best ones in the entire fleet. Hey. I'm so sorry. I don't even know who that is. It's just kids screaming in the background. Yeah, those. Hey. Yeah, but anyways, what I was saying, Seashore's Yacht Club, that whole class, the Seaside class has the best and largest, I'm pretty sure it's the largest unless they did that or did it bigger on World Class, which probably, but I've always heard that the Seaside and Seaside Evo ships have like the best yacht club. It's huge in there. Symphony in March, nice. I've been on Seashore. I thought it was a really good ship. I've also been on 50 cruises, so I wouldn't say it's my favorite ship, but at the same time, I definitely wouldn't say it's bad either. I think it was a good time. Tomorrow on Sky Princess. Nice, nice. Generationally rage baited. Yeah. Because those over on TikTok, thank you so much for joining, and be sure to give the stream a like. Lets YouTube and TikTok know to share it to more people, and also on TikTok, be sure to share it with others. I appreciate all of you hanging out and joining in. Only been on one cruise and in love with the cruise industry. Yes, I have been on 50. I have been on 56. 57 is going to be Grandiosa in about 3 weeks. But yes. I've also been cruising since I was about 2 years old. So I've been cruising for about 30 years, and I'm not even 30 yet. Almost 30 years, I guess. So yeah, I've been cruising pretty much as long as I can possibly remember, though. This is Disney Fantasy in the background. Hello, welcome in everybody here on YouTube and on TikTok. We're dual streaming today. We're trying this out. It seems to be going well, so should be about 5 to 10 minutes from our first departure here with Carnival Venezia. Nicholas Lowe, what's going on? Doing good, doing good. Yes, hope everybody here has a Merry Christmas. Hope everybody's having a great time. And if anybody is, for those who celebrate Hanukkah, Happy Hanukkah. I think that's wrapping up soon. Thank you for the gift. Audrey, thank you so much for the gift. I appreciate it.
Star of the Seas, calling you over.
Pilots, good afternoon.
Yeah, very good afternoon, sir. Just for your information, our departure time is 1630. 1630.
Okay, good copy. Pilot will be there shoreside about 15 minutes prior.
Okay, copy that. 15 minutes before arrival. Thank you.
Antonio, what's going on over on TikTok? What's going on, buddy? I'm in a hoodie, I'll tell you that. I'm not going to disclose the temperature, but I'm in a hoodie. I had a friend that was diamond on Carnival at 5. That's insane. Yeah, the ambient dinosaur screaming. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Welcome to Jurassic Park. 104 days till back-to-back on board Grandiosa. Nice. Very cool. Thank you for the roses, Holly. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate all the gifts over there on TikTok. Thank you all so much. Any royal ships? Yeah, we have the ultimate royal ship. We have Star of the Seas here today. We've got six ships. 6 ships. Norwegian Prima, Norwegian Joy, which is a very rare occurrence that we ever get more than just one Norwegian ship. We have Norwegian Prima, Norwegian Joy, Disney Fantasy. MSC Seashore is down in the back there. We're looking right at the Carnival Venezia here, and then the Star of the Seas is right behind her. I'll take you guys on a little tour. How about that? So we're looking at Venezia. We're not going to be able to find Star because she's literally hidden, but that is MSC Seashore right here. Disney Fantasy. Norwegian Joy is kind of behind all those cranes, and back there is the Norwegian Prima. Yep. And again, we should be getting our first departure here pretty soon. Winter cruising season, absolutely, man. It's packed here in the wintertime. It is a packed house today. Full house, technically. What filming gear do I use? So the camera is the Nearstream VM20. It's basically just like a little webcam for a computer, so you have to have it plugged in. But it's plugged into a MacBook Pro. And then I'm using a Starlink Mini for my Wi-Fi connectivity. We're on Disney. Ooh, very cool. I hope you guys have a great cruise. I got 2 ships here left that go regularly, Odyssey and Meraviglia. Oh, yeah, that's right. What's busier, the summertime or the wintertime for you guys up in New York? First time ever. Oh, that's a great cruise to do for your first time. I hope you have a good time. Hoodie when it's 71. Yes. I have no shame. I have zero shame for having a hoodie on. Yes, this is the Venezia. Tell me you're a Floridian without being a Floridian, wearing a hoodie in 71-degree weather.
Just about out of the channel. We'll call you back with the wires down shortly. Roger. Okay, standing by. Thank you.
Once you get below North Carolina, the map, anything below 65 is cold. Yeah. Look, I don't know what it is. I grew up in the Atlanta area, and you know, it was like always 20s and 30s in the wintertime. But getting down here, suddenly anything below 70 is just freezing cold. But again, first departure should be any minute now. Hopefully, Venezia still has her lines up, but she will be the first one out today. So we'll get a good view at her at least being able to drop lines. My brave swim? It's a complicated question. I grew up a Yankee fan, but the way they've been playing the last couple of seasons, I don't know if I should claim that. Antonio over on TikTok probably knows the struggle. Yeah. I am a guy on YouTube as well. I'm actually dual streaming this, so there's basically an identical live feed that's going on YouTube right now too. But yeah, there's, I think, 1 or 2 other guys that do streaming here in Canaveral as well on YouTube as well. Okay, very cool. Yeah, nice to see you here on TikTok as well. It's definitely the moisture that in the air that makes it cold here in Florida. Humidity is always like 90% here. Just popped up. Oh, very cool. Yeah, I'm on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. I'm even on Facebook. I'm on Facebook now, or I guess I've been there for a while there. But that's kind of like my little project. I've never been able to grow an audience on Facebook.
Clear to the south with the wires down. Clear to the south, wires down.
Oh, Red Sox. I don't know. Oh, no. Hey, at least you guys have a couple World Series titles to show for, unlike the Yankees. I'll give you guys that. "35 and sunny up here in Northwest Indiana. Felt warm today in the sun." Oh, geez. Into the full series in Atlanta against. Oh, that's cool. That's cool though. You're on Star right now? Awesome. I hope you have a great time. I love Star. She's my favorite ship of all time.
Secure at Canaveral 5 aboard the Norwegian Joy, dropping line for Canaveral's west base and bound for sea. Stand by on channel 12, Norwegian Joy.
Favorite ship is Symphony? Yeah, I love Symphony. I was on her back in 22. I think I missed a gift on TikTok. Isabel, thank you for the heart. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you all for joining in. Hope you guys are ready for an awesome stream today. We're probably going to be going for, well, we'll be going for all 6 of these departures today. So we're only just now starting, so we're going to be here for a long time. I hope you guys are ready for it. Ooh, I did Brilliant. I got a preview of Brilliant Lady. I got to do the media preview for her in Miami. I loved it. Honestly, it makes me want to try them out. Ships depart should be any minute now. Norwegian Joy just called over the radio saying that they're dropping lines. Venezia, they've said they're going to go first today, so they should be going any minute now as well. But the first 2 departures were scheduled for 3:30. I was born and raised in Atlanta. I moved down here to Florida 2021. It's funny, I spent my whole life in Atlanta. The Braves never won a World Series because I was born in '96. But Braves never won a World Series. But the week after I moved down to Florida and I moved out of Atlanta, the Braves won a World Series. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't see anybody else set up here in Canaveral. Birds, what's up? Who's first to leave? It's either going to be Carnival Venezia, which is this one right here on the left-hand side of the screen, or Norwegian Joy all the way in the back corner. One of these 2 are going to be the first, and they should be leaving any minute now. Lisa, thank you for the heart. Thank you so much. Moving is expensive. I don't know if I could do that. Biggest ship in port is the biggest ship in the world. It's Star of the Seas right now. Yep, biggest ship in the world. Star of the Seas is here today. Ropes are attached currently on Venezia. They said they were dropping the lines on Norwegian Joy, so she might be underway here pretty soon. Bald Eagle, what's going on? Shout out to our members over on YouTube. Thank you all so much for your support. We really love and appreciate you guys. Members on YouTube do get early access to our ship spotting videos that we post over there on YouTube, and even our cruise vlogs that we do. Yes, Star is behind Carnival. You just can't see her. Yes, for those watching on YouTube, go follow me on TikTok, and those on TikTok, come follow me on YouTube. If you look close behind the starboard side of Venezia, you can see stars. Really? Lives in Claremont? Okay, yeah, I know where that's at. That's not too far from where I'm at. Is there any regulations when it comes to horns? Is there some reason they honk and some? So in Canaveral, there's an ordinance with the city of Cape Canaveral where you can't really honk the horn after dark, or I guess it's technically during certain hours. Now, there's definitely special occasions like a maiden arrival, maiden voyage, that type of thing. But like last night, we definitely didn't get any horns from Treasure just because it was so dark out. It disturbed the peace a little bit. Yes, this is Jetty Park. Alrighty, so much for those 3:30 departures, huh? Should be underway here in any minute now, though. I wouldn't be surprised if Joy ends up pushing out first. Watching on YouTube, on TV, and TikTok on the phone. I love that. Thank you so much. You're a real one for watching on both. Kit, what's going on? Taking a page from Disney yesterday. Yeah, pretty much. Speaking of, you were here for that. It took me 20 minutes to clean all the bird duty off my car yesterday when I got home. It was insane. It was everywhere. It's like NASCAR level of not being able to start on time. Here we go. Joy's moving. First ship underway. Yeah, don't use. Yeah, I used Chemical Guys for my stuff, but I just use like a quick detailer and a microfiber, and then for the window I use the glass cleaner. But yeah, last thing you want to do is use a scrub pad. First ship underway. First ship underway. Was there in April this year when on the Carnival Glory? Ooh, I love the Glory. I've been on her 3 times. Yeah, Chemical Guys is good. I used them. I used Atom Polishes for my ceramic coatings. I used their little vials that they make for the ceramic coatings. That's what I've done on my last 3 cars, is use theirs. But when it comes to just like general washing and stuff like that, Chemical Guys is my go-to. First ship is underway, ladies and gentlemen. First ever cruise, that's awesome. Amazes that places charge $1,000 for ceramic coatings. Well, that's why I do it myself, but honestly, it's so labor intensive. It takes me a whole weekend. What I have a Civic Si, and it took me a whole weekend to do the ceramic coating on it. Star of the Seas, yes, Star of the Seas is here. She's going to be sailing out at 4:30 today, so about 45 minutes from her sailing away. There we go. I love seeing Joy. I'm glad she's here this year. We're not going to see her a whole lot because of her schedule being so weird, but I love that she's here. Prima leaves at 6 o'clock. She's the last one out today. Got me on YouTube. Very cool. Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's see, on YouTube we've got, because we've been on so many cruises, has anyone ever fallen overboard on one of my cruises? Actually, yes. So that happened, I was on Freedom of the Seas. This was back in 2007 when she was still brand new, largest ship in the world at the time. The first night of the cruise, somebody went over and we never found them. We spent the entire first day at sea looking for them. We just never found them. We basically made it all the way back to Miami that day. Yes, I'm glad she's here on a weekend because of her schedule being so weird. She's usually here only during the weeks. Wish there's a channel to watch Port of Miami. There's a few on YouTube, but they don't have commentary. I know there's a couple people like the Cruise Spotter that have the webcams that are sitting up like in their apartment balcony. The Cruise Spotter is a great guy. I've met him a couple times when I'm down there in Miami. He's very, very nice. But yeah, he's got a webcam down there. It's kind of looking straight down the channel too, which is kind of nice. He's got a good view. Dimitri, what's up? Unfortunately, I cannot show Star because she's being blocked by the Carnival ship. Oh, to watch like this, yeah. I was in Miami last weekend to do it. I mostly stream this on YouTube, but today I'm trying it out on TikTok. It looks like it's doing well on both. But yeah, I was in Miami last weekend doing that, doing kind of this, and it went really well. There was an 8-ship day down there last Saturday. As soon as the Venezia moves here in front of us, though, we'll be able to get a good look at Star. Best cruise for first timers. It depends on what you're looking for, I think. If you're looking for something that's just overall laid back, traditional cruise experience, I think Norwegian's probably your vibe. Their prices are a little high, but they're definitely one of those cruise lines where I stand by you get what you pay for, which you're going to pay for. You're going to pay a little bit more than everybody else, but it's going to be a very good experience. They do include usually drink packages and at least one night of specialty dining. Royal Caribbean, they're basically a resort on water. I love Royal Caribbean. They're one of the best. And then Carnival's got a really fun, fun nightlife, energetic, fun focused atmosphere. MSC, they're kind of the up and coming cruise line right now. They're definitely very budget friendly. MSC is very budget friendly. They're not the best of the best right now, but for what you pay for, you're definitely going to get a good experience, I feel like. It may not be 100% of what you would get with Royal Caribbean, but they do have very, very pretty ships and overall good experiences. I really like MSC, just from a budget standpoint. Was there last Monday setting out on Royal Caribbean ship Explorer? Ooh, very cool. I'm glad we have Explorer here. Would recommend Freedom of the Seas for a first-time cruiser. It's what we have in our YouTube chat from one of our members. But yes, I think the Freedom class, the Freedom, Liberty, or Independence of the Seas from Royal Caribbean is a great, great option for your first cruise. Great size. They're not overwhelmingly large, but they're not small. They have a lot to offer. And they usually go to a pretty good set of destinations and itineraries. I'm gonna go on Prima for your first cruise. Ooh, Prima is nice. If you go check out my YouTube channel, I do have a complete deck-by-deck walk-through tour of Prima. It's a very, very nice ship. I was on there just a few weeks ago. On Carnival Spirit, nice. I hope you have a good time. Do I have a favorite line? I would have to say Royal's my favorite. MSC's close just because of how budget friendly they are. I can go on like three different MSC cruises for the same price of one Royal Caribbean cruise, essentially. I didn't get to try the go-karts on Prima, but it is one of the largest tracks that they have. I did them on Bliss a couple years ago, and it was amazing. Definitely something I would recommend. Yeah, I was very impressed with MSC. I really like them. I'm going on Grandiosa here in just a few weeks. Actually, a little less than 2 weeks, or just a little over 2 weeks is what I meant to say. But, all right, Joy's starting to disappear behind. So, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit to Carnival Venezia. Drew, what's going on? Hello, hello. I bet you as soon as Joy comes by, Venezia is going to push off. Oh, we got another gift. Let me check on that. Chase, thank you for the gift, Chase. I appreciate it.
Roger that, 1800. Pilot will be there shoreside about 15 minutes prior.
Not at the moment. Now that the ships are moving, I gotta focus on filming and also running the streams, unfortunately. But maybe another time, Chase. Six ships in port with us today. 6 ships. We're a full house. Jose, hello, hello. Tuned into the radio and the lines. Yes, that is me that I'm tuned into. Seashore leaves at 4:30 today. I've not been on Margaritaville yet. They're getting more and more tempting by the day because I hear better and better things as we continue on, but not yet. Beachcomber is very intriguing. I'm very intrigued by the Beachcomber, to be honest. Just got off Seashore today. Oh, very cool. I hope you had a good time. I loved the Seashore. I did her back in January last year, or I guess this year, technically.
Norwegian Joy, this is Sailing Vessel Liberty.
That doesn't sound too good.
Sailing Vessel Liberty, I need you on the green side. Get to the south side of the port quickly, please.
Alright, I'm heading to the green side. Sorry about that.
Whoops. Heard food is really, really good on Margaritaville, which makes sense. Oh, okay. See, that was one of the things I heard was like their biggest weak point when they were first starting out with Paradise. But I've heard the burgers are better than Carnival. I've heard the burgers now are better than Carnival, so I love to see that. What rooms are best to stay in? Depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for the least amount of motion, look for middle of the ship height and middle with the length. That's probably your best bet. I prefer balconies because I like being able to sit outside sometimes, but I also like the interiors just because of how budget friendly they are. It just kind of depends on what we're looking for. Yeah, she did sound a little distressed, didn't she? The pilot didn't sound too happy. He's basically like, get out of the way. Welcome, welcome everybody here that's joining in. Got a helicopter over us. But Norwegian Joy is our first ship. She is currently underway. She's coming up the channel now, so she'll be coming back into frame here momentarily. Carnival Venezia is the one that we're looking at right here in front of us. She should be following shortly after, followed by Star of the Seas, Disney Fantasy, MSC Seashore, and the Norwegian Prima. Hey, at least the man's got priorities, right? He knows what's up. He knows what's up. Yes, Norwegian Joy is leaving. Actually, you can see Joy now. Perfect. Joy is coming into the frame here. Joy is our first ship of the day. Sailing in a cruise for 27, first time, don't know which one to do yet. And it kind of depends on what you're looking for, I guess. I have on my YouTube channel, there's a long playlist. There's about 30 different ships, which is insane to think about. But I have a ship tour, about 30 different ships on my YouTube channel. If you want to check those out, it might be a good way to kind of get an idea of what you're looking for. But I think Royal Caribbean is probably your best bet. Treasure Your Destiny, what's going on?
Disney Fantasy getting underway from Port Canaveral, West Bay.
Yes, YouTube is the same name as here. It's Brandon Barker or at Cruising His Life. And on my YouTube channel, if you're looking for good deals on your next cruise, or if you're looking into booking a cruise, I'm affiliated with the travel agency Cruises It. If you book your next cruise with them using the link that's in my YouTube channel, I do get a nice little commission out of that, so it really supports everything I do here. Family Guy, what's going on? What's going on? Mardi Gras is not here today. She was here yesterday, actually. Bets on if Disney will leave on time. I think Fantasy will go on time. I think yesterday was a one-time thing, hopefully. Just subscribe to the channel, park next to oh, very cool. In the red chair. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Tazbar, thank you for the rose over on TikTok. I appreciate it. This is the Norwegian Joy. I think I could do 4K. My stream output is limited to 1080, but I think this camera technically could do 4K if I set it to. That is the Carnival Venezia over on the left. That guy is always out here with that horn. She is a very, very pretty ship. I also have a ship tour of her as well on my channel. We just did that one. Such a pretty ship. Isabel, thank you for the tiny Christmas. Thank you so much for the gift on TikTok. I'm going to catch up on the chats here in just a moment as the ship comes by. All right, Venezia is dropping lines. It's really busy here today.
Good afternoon. Outbound cruise ship Norwegian Joy. I'm the first of 6. Just please maintain well clear of the channel until we get all the ships.
Jem is not here today. Jem is sailing out of Jacksonville.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, what's going on over here on YouTube? Reminds you of Epic? I guess the front area, it looks a little bit better. It looks a little bit better in the front than Epic, but I could see it with all the glass up there. No, Star has not left yet. Star will be leaving in about 30 minutes. Alrighty, let's see here. Sports with Charles going on. Again, thank you and shout out to all of our members here on YouTube. We appreciate all of your support. And of course, our members do get early access to our ship spotting videos and even cruise vlogs. So thank you all so much for your support over here on YouTube with those memberships. Come on, focus. There we go. This is Jetty Park. This is Port Canaveral. On Star of the Seas next month next to the Crown and Anchor sign. Okay, very cool. Oh, on Star of the Seas next to the... why did I say next month? That's cool. We'll look for you. Disney Fantasy's underway. So cool to be here in the port and watch the ships leave and hear commentary. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love being able to do this. Honestly, I don't know why I held off on doing these live streams for so long, but I love doing this. This made ship spotting like 10 times more fun, honestly. I think it's fun just being like able to interact and just like chat with my audience here as well. It's not something you really get through normal videos. Alrighty. Okay. This is the Norwegian Joy that we're looking at. There's nothing wrong with an emotional support friend. You always need an emotional support friend to go on a cruise with you. Jerry, what's up? Ever thought about moving to a different location? I have done Gators before. It's the only downside. If it's ever a day where there's not a ship at terminals 1 or 3, then I would definitely do it. But of course, with the ship at 1 or 3, it's kind of tough because you would definitely miss out on those ships sailing by. But I have done it before. It's a good spot, but it's not as good. Yes, Disney Fantasy, that's the one we're looking at right now. She's underway. Parents are planning a cruise ship spotting in February 8th, Jetty Park, the day. Oh, very cool. Nice, that's awesome. Yeah, I hope you have a good time. Utopia is a great ship. Leaving on Saturday, Carnival Magic, 8 days. Nice. Magic's a good ship. I sailed on Magic a while back in 2016. Very nice ship. Yes, Carnival Venezia. Oh. So it looks like Venezia has singled up, so she's down to just one line left. But she's going to stay alongside the dock until the Fantasy comes by, and then she'll probably push off right after Fantasy. And then by that point, hopefully, we should be looking at Star of the Seas coming off the dock as well.
They're dropping. Thank you.
Oh, looks like Venezia is actually going to drop and go first. She's going to cut right in front of Fantasy. She's got her last set of lines being pulled up right now. You can see your cabin there on the seashore. Nice. Nice, very cool. Amtrak Railfan, what's going on? I just heard something about dropping lines at Terminal 10, so that's got to be Seashore.
No swing in the channel.
On Venezia again in April? Nice, very cool. I really liked my cruise on Venezia. It's a busy day here today. Husband works at the port sometimes? Very cool. Nice. Yeah, I remember meeting you that day in December before you went on the Venezia. Very cool. Nice. Looks like we've got Very cool. It looks like we've got about 150 people watching here on YouTube, and we got another 100 watching on TikTok as well. We're what a big group today. I appreciate all of you guys hanging out on both platforms. Thank you all so much. We do this every single weekend. We've been primarily doing this on YouTube, but it seems to be going quite well today, so we'll definitely keep doing these on TikTok as well. Sky Princess is not here today. Oh, very cool. Okay. We have one of the aft balconies on Seashore. That's cool. That's actually crazy. I think we can see Fantasy coming up. What the heck are they doing? I think Venezia has literally dropped all lines and they're just using thrusters. Look at all the water that they have. They're thrusting basically against the dock, but Fantasy's right there. How do I stream in YouTube and TikTok at the same time? Funny enough, it's literally just a screen recording is what TikTok is technically seeing. It's screen recording basically my OBS feed that's streaming over to YouTube. I can hear Fantasy doing some horns in the background. This is Port Canaveral, not Fort Lauderdale. Port Canaveral. Karen, hello, hello. I love that they just did When You Wish Upon a Star as they pass Star of the Seas. That's awesome. Hopefully they do more horns as they get closer, because you can't hear them from this far out. Yes, they definitely do. How many ships heading out? We have 6 ships today. We just had our first one. Disney Fantasy that we're looking at here is our second ship of 6. 308 days till Seashore and Yacht Club. Ooh, very, very cool. Yacht Club seems really nice. I'd love to try it at some point. Yeah, I bet those aft balconies are a really good view on that Seaside class. Name is Brandon Baxter. You too. That's awesome. That's funny. It's funny enough, I actually went to high school with a dude with my same first and last name. We had like the same homeroom class and everything like that together. We would always mess with the teacher. Frankie, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 10.
Port Canaveral heading outbound for sea following the Disney Fantasy. Concerned traffic come up on channel 12. Number 3, Port Canaveral heading outbound for sea. Concerned traffic come up on channel 12. This channel, Carnival Venezia.
Oh, there's Venezia. Will we get horns today? That's a good question. They were just doing them a second ago, but hopefully we get a couple more. This is the Disney Fantasy that we are looking at right now. Disney Fantasy. Always does horns. Okay, yeah, so I think we're going to get some good horns here in just a second from Fantasy.
Orlando first set. Yeah. Well, you know, the Carnival Venezia, give me a heads up front thrusters, but
Friends leaving on the Joy today. Oh, very cool. We just saw them come by. If you want a replay, I'm streaming this on YouTube as well. There will actually be a replay feed of this after the streams are done tonight. But yeah, we just saw the Joy go by not too long ago, maybe 20 minutes ago.
Way, Port Canaveral, middle base, hop out for the Oxford traffic, and channel 2.
I think that was MSC.
Star of the Seas.
Nope.
Dropping lines, Port Canaveral, hop out for the Oxford traffic.
Star of the Seas. I have a friend on Venezia right now. Nice. I hope they have a great cruise. Tell them to watch. We'll be watching them sail out here in just a few minutes. They're going to be underway here in probably next 5 minutes or so. Lots of traffic today. Nice, we got some horns today. Yeah, perfect timing. Just thanks for joining in. Woohoo, we're getting a lot of them today. Why did that boat just stop right there? Such a pretty ship. Very, very pretty ship. Oh my god, there's two of them. There are two guys with those little horns. Oh my God, the amount of horns right now is going insane. The amount of horns is insane. It is all these people. Venezia is just barely starting to push. Yeah, he's a little viewer of mine. He's very young, but he's always asking questions about how to how to make videos. Yeah. This is the Disney Fantasy. Disney Fantasy. A family on Prima, very cool. If they see Diana at the shore excursions desks, have them say tell her that Brandon says hi. Okay. Do we want Venezia or should we keep looking at Fantasy here? Actually, I think let's grab Venezia. That way we at least get a little bit of her. Venezia, yeah. There we go. Talk about rapid fire today. Same with yesterday. They were boom, boom, boom out of there yesterday. Except for Treasure. On Carnival Mardi Gras in 2 weeks. Oh, awesome. Now we can see Star. Yes, you are correct. Star's sitting there in the background. Why did Treasure run late? I have no idea, actually. That was kind of a bit of a mystery yesterday as we were trying to figure out what it was, but it could have been a variety of different reasons. This is in Port Canaveral. Port Canaveral. And then Venezia in the summer? Ooh, very cool. Yeah, she moves up to summertime, or New York in the summertime. Which character's on the back of Fantasy? That's a good question, actually. I think it's Dumbo. This is Port Canaveral. Port Canaveral. You're there in Venezia in 3 weeks? Nice. Have a great cruise.
Hello, Ravi. Say hi, my
I
name
think
is
I'll be here
Ravi.
for that. I'm getting off Grandiosa that day,
Say hi, Ravi. Say hi, Ravi.
but I think I'm staying for Sailways that day.
Ravi, you okay? Are you okay? Baba. अच्छा है. Ravi, are you okay? Okay.
Wave to the 11th floor. Okay. Have a great cruise. Have a great cruise. Look for the little gray car with a little white dish on top of it. I think I stayed on the. I think I stayed. No, I stayed on 9 when I was on Venezia.
स्लोली चलता है ना वो कैफे में उसके बाद स्पीड करता है थोड़ा सा और मगर बस धीरे से चलता है 2 महीने के लिए आस्ते आस्ते
Where's this cruise going? Actually not. I don't remember where she's going this week. I believe she's going Eastern Caribbean. If somebody wants to fact check that for me in either YouTube or TikTok chat. Yes, lots and lots of horns. Your brother's on Star? Awesome, very cool. They're gonna have a great time, I promise. Star is an amazing ship. Yes, have a great sailing, everybody on Venezia. Have a great sailing. She's not a sister ship to Concordia, but same cruise line technically from, well, when she was with Costa. They're having a horn war over here. 12 days until Utopia. Nice. Have a great time. I love Utopia. I have seen Vista recently. She hasn't been here in a few weeks, but I've seen her probably in the last month or so.
Okay, go. Bye. Bye.
Seashore is dropping lines.
Ravi, can you come take a picture with me? Then we're gonna go. I want it. Love, picture. Mama, picture.
Just the breeze yesterday. Ooh, I love the breeze. I haven't. She's been in Texas for so long now. I haven't seen her in forever.
Disney cruise? Yeah. So baby, all that. Yes, I did say that because your dad wants to get Kate Canaveral sweater. We're gonna go now. We're gonna go now to go get some gifts. Okay, let's. In the
It does have a lot of cost in it still.
Let's go. Let's go.
Nope.
On.
Whoops.
Go in the car.
Let's go, baby. Bye bye. Bye, Uncle. Bye.
Next ship is going to be the Star of the Seas. Next ship out is Star of the Seas. That was a very, very quick turnaround for 3 ships back to back to back like that. That was really good. That was awesome. I've honestly never seen what they did with Venezia, where they were just sitting there pushing against the dock, completely untied. Venezia is going to Nassau, San Juan, St. Thomas for a 7-day sailing. For that question that we had earlier. Baby G, thank you so much for the hearts and roses over on TikTok. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, very cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I hope you have a great cruise. Have a great cruise. Glad to hear your whole family's watching. That's awesome. Ah, there we go. I'm on Star of the Seas. Oh, very awesome. I hope you have a great cruise. I loved Star. She's my favorite ship right now. No, I don't work at the port. I just do this for fun. Just for fun here on YouTube and on TikTok. I'm streaming on both right now. But yeah, I just love coming out to the port and posting videos, and of course, live streaming everything. Show Star? Okay. She's not quite moving yet. Let's give it like another 2, maybe another minute or 2. But yes, we'll go over to Star. As soon as we see some movement from Star, though, we'll switch right back over to her. Star and Icon are the same thing, essentially. The only difference between Icon and Star is that Star, there's a hot tub as soon as you come out of the Aquadome Marketplace. That's not there on Icon. It's the only difference. I probably won't be streaming on Christmas Eve. We have family plans for Christmas. But I'll be here. I don't know if I'm off on the 26th or not. I know I'm off 24th and 25th, but I don't know about the 26th. I'd actually have to check. But if I'm off Friday, then I'll be here Friday. On the 29th, if that's on the weekend, then probably not. I'm usually only here on Saturdays and Sundays, just due to work. When's my next cruise? I'm on MSC Grandiosa in about just a little bit over 2 weeks. All right. Yes, Fantasy just left. She was right in front of Venezia. Freedom of the Seas is not here today. Freedom of the Seas sails out of Miami. Mad Kid, waiting for Star of the Seas. Waiting for Star to leave so your son can watch. Okay, very cool. I hope you have a good cruise on Utopia tomorrow. Yep, now I hear Star. There she goes. Glory is here on Mondays and Fridays. Just got off a Seascape. I love the Seascape. That one's a good one too. Celebrity Equinox snapped her lines in Buenos Aires on Sat. Oh, really? Oh, that's crazy. Grandiosa, not Grandiosa. No, MSC should be leaving the next couple minutes. There are a lot of seagulls today. Yes, MSC Grandiosa here in just a few more days. Well, 18 days, I think is what the actual number is. You're on the Carnival ship? Very cool. Nice. Grant, what's going on? Welcome to this stream. Welcome over to the YouTube stream.
Some of the wires are down and the channel is clear. Yep, that's correct. We're south of the channel with the wires to the north down. Thank
You did Grandiosa's first American cruise? Ooh, how was it? How was it? I know embarkation day, I heard it was a nightmare due to some technical problems, but how was the cruise overall? I'm very interested in how she's reviewing so far. This is literally that entire class. That's the entire class, like first time that it's even been here in the United States. Is it moving? Yes, it's just barely starting to move, so it's moving sideways coming off the dock. That was a bit rough. Oh, okay. Sometimes a first sailing like that, especially I think given what happened with that technical issue, it probably threw off everything, so needs better food, more to do, more deck space. Yeah, I've heard MSC's biggest weakness is the food quality, but it's gotten better over the years, though. Kathy, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gift. Over on TikTok, thank you so much.
Pilot boat 2. Unit Sierra. Boat 2. Hey, if you don't mind, just running up to that shrimp boat on your way in as well.
On deck 16 center. Okay. You were saying you're over by the Crown and Anchor, right? Gavin, the cruise director, was great. Go to his. Okay, I'll have to do that.
Roger.
Seashore shouldn't be too far behind Star whenever she starts moving. It is one big ship. She's the largest in the world right now. Her and Icon both. They're sister ships, but they're identical. But yeah, she's the largest ship in the world. Part of the side of Venezia you're seeing on the starboard side, not star. Oh, okay. Correction, 17. Okay. Yes, it is moving very slowly. They just started to come off the dock here in the last couple minutes. I'm at the campground, Jetty Park. That's where I'm at. Half the pool deck is smoking, which means most of it smells like, yeah, that's how Utopia and Wonder are like that, where it's kind of split. Like one side of the ship is smoking, one's non-smoking, and I always try to avoid the non-smoking side, or I try to avoid the smoking side. Yeah. Safari pools, okay, yeah, that area looks really nice. Here she comes. Zoom out. Okay. You're on Utopia next month. Okay, yeah. I mean, honestly, I didn't really find it to be that much of an issue on Utopia, but it is the same thing, I guess. Big Dog, thank you for the heart. Thank you for the heart on TikTok. Thank you so much.
We got a big passenger ship coming out. Any way you can pull those outriggers up before you guys meet?
Want to see the engine room? You geek out on that stuff? Oh yeah, that would be really cool. Sometimes they offer tours.
Thank you.
I think I hear the horn for Seashore.
He was trying to call you. I don't know. I guess you guys couldn't hear each other. Yeah, I can't hear him. He says he's going to pull his outriggers in.
Yes, love the Star of the Seas.
That's the best I understood. All right, sounds good. Thanks.
Kathy, thank you for the roses. Thank you so much. Just got off Celebrity Excel today. Ooh, how was that? That one looks really nice. Icon in April, Star in May. Ooh, wow, back to back. That's awesome. Favorite spot on Utopia was the solarium. Oh, I love the solarium on Utopia. It's so nice in there. That's actually the Aqua Dome, which is where the theater is, and there's just a giant lounge up there. It's not necessarily the solarium like we would see on the Oasis class, though. How many decks on Star? I think it's 19. 19 or 20. I think it's 20. Zoom out a little bit. Honestly, cruising isn't as nearly as expensive as it may seem. Like when you compare it to other ways, like going to Disney especially is going to be a lot cheaper than going to Disney. Okay, actually, question for TikTok, because this is kind of my first time trying it on TikTok and YouTube simultaneously. Is it vertical for you guys, or is it horizontal? Oh yeah, cheaper than any beach resort in the US. I think it should be horizontal though. Yes, have a great time, everybody. It's horizontal. Okay. Yeah, exactly. The food's always included. Interesting. So it looks like it's a little bit of both. Diaz, thank you. Thank you so much for the gift. Is that a cat? Thank you so much. I appreciate all the gifts here on TikTok. Horizontal on YouTube. Okay, cool. Yeah, YouTube has a new thing where it'll do both vertical and horizontal at the same time now. I haven't tried it with this. I have a gaming channel on YouTube that I do stream on sometimes during the week. I've tried it over there, but I haven't tried it on YouTube on this cruising channel though. Yes, it definitely depends on the cabin type you get to when it comes to price. Yes, awesome, awesome. How many ships to go? We have, including Star, we have 3 ships left. Star is underway. MSC Seashore is just coming off the dock now. And then Norwegian Prima should be 6 o'clock. So we'll have a little bit of downtime most likely after Seashore, but not too much. Quick bite for dinner, very nice. Welcome back, Antonio. What's going on? I have a fear of big ships, large bodies of water. If your soul was on Titanic. Oh gosh. This is Port Canaveral. Just looked at Royal Suite on Treasure, Disney Treasure, just to see how much, and it was $44,000. That's insane. That's insane. Yes, cruising is a lot of fun. Yep, there's Seashore. Seashore is underway. She's right there behind the Star. It's like 5 owner suite cruises on MSC. Those MSC prices, you cannot beat them. I personally prefer Canaveral over Miami, but I have quite a few cruises coming up that are out of Miami. Canaveral's not as chaotic. Currently on Star. Oh, very cool. I hope you have a good time. Coco's canceled. Not good. Did they say why? Yep, Star of the Seas can hold about just under 7,000 passengers, I believe. Yes, have a great time, everybody on Star. I think there's a few of you guys here in both chats that are on Star. I hope you all have an amazing week on board that incredible ship. Disney Cruise Line has already left today. They left 20-ish minutes ago. Last ship going out is Norwegian Prima. She'll be heading out at 6 o'clock. I don't know who the guy with the train horn is here. There's 2 of them today. There she goes. Star of the Seas. All right, we'll zoom in just a little bit here for you guys. There we go. I did not meet Sailor when I was on Star. I'm so bummed about it too. Ship to shore, what's going on? Oh, Seashore's been very good with horns lately. I would be surprised if she doesn't do them today. You next week? Awesome. I hope you have a great time. Star's amazing. I was here yesterday, yes. This is off of my laptop, yes. That's where I'm streaming it from. It's a camera that's connected to my laptop is what it is. Yeah, I normally just stream on YouTube, but I'm trying it out doing it on both TikTok and YouTube today. So TikTok seems to be going quite well on that side as well. So I'm quite pleased with the results so far. Okay, let's go ahead and swing it over to Seashore here. So that way we at least get a little bit of footage of her. Tonight till night again. Yeah, as long as Prima is going to be at 6 o'clock, so it'll be probably a little dark for her. But yeah, I'll be staying for that for sure. I like MSC a lot. I like MSC. Are they perfect? No, but I don't think anybody is. I don't think any of the cruise lines are. I think Royal is probably the best, absolutely, but I mean MSC's good. Star, yes, that was Star of the Seas that was just leaving. Yes, woohoo, Seashore. After Seashore, it is only Norwegian Prima left for today. Yes, horns, please. The boogeyman show up to your house. Thought he was going to show up last night with how late Treasure had us staying here. Yes, Disney Fantasy passed about 20 to 30 minutes ago. Very nice. This is Port Canaveral. We love MSC just for that. Their captain has done those every single week for the last couple of weeks, and I love it. MSC knows how to throw a good party too. They're going crazy up there. Tesbar, thank you so much for the rose. Oh, spin you guys around. I bet you probably would give me a bridge tour. That'd be cool. Does the adventure finally left? Ooh, nice. That's awesome. About time. All right, let's zoom you guys in here. Just Prima left now, correct. This is the MSC Seashore. There we go. Move you guys to the side just a little bit. And she really does. It's so weird because they have no problem getting Joy out at 3:30, but for some reason Prima is always 6 o'clock. You ready for transatlantic? Very nice, yeah. You watch any videos about the delay Grandiosa had? Remember watching stream? So I heard about that. I didn't really watch any videos about that, but I did hear it was like an IT issue or something like that. It like messed up a lot of stuff though. Hello, Tara. How's it going? Welcome over to YouTube. Stern looks horrific. I think it looks really good, honestly. It's one of my favorite ones, to be honest. It looks really nice. It reminds me of almost like a condo, almost. Oh, Tesbar, thank you for the hearts as well. Thank you. Thank you for the rose and the heart. I appreciate it. January 14th for Disney Adventure. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing as well. Thank God, because I'm on Grandiosa until the 11th.
Go ahead. Hello, good afternoon. Just to inform you, we are ready for departure. We have everyone on board, so if you can come earlier, it will be better. Yeah, roger that. We'll head your way shortly. Okay.
Well, sounds like Prima is ready to go. Not a hater on the two separated tower, but it's nicer than the gap. Yeah, it's an elevator though, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I do agree. The gap in the middle looks kind of odd. Jaco, what's going on? Prima is ready for departure. Yes, been on Seashore 5 times. Love that ship. Wow, that's awesome. 5 times on Seashore.
I play for the Panthers. I can't throw or catch. Where y'all from?
What's that?
Where y'all from?
I'm from here.
Okay.
Yeah, I live
in North Carolina near Charlotte.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah, the Panthers got lucky and won today. God, they suck.
Yeah.
Yeah. My brother, he lives here. Or he's
Okay.
got places here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm in the Orlando area.
Okay, yeah. We're
Yeah.
going out tomorrow on Utopia.
Okay, cool. I've been on that one twice. It's an awesome
Okay.
ship. Yeah.
What's this?
It's a live
video?
stream. It's going out. It's like a live broadcast out to YouTube and TikTok right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, thank you. Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, young man.
Enjoy your cruise.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's an awesome ship. Let's see. Alrighty, so yes, all that's left now is Norwegian Prima. She just called over the radio saying that they are ready to go. So we might get an early departure. That's her way back there. Been on Seascape and Seaside. Very cool. I did Seascape back in May, and I'm going on Seaside this May. But I've been on Seashore and Seaside so far, or Seashore and Seascape so far, and then about to do Seaside. So I've got Grandiosa coming up in a little over 2 weeks. I'm on one of the first few sailings for Norwegian Luna in April, and then May I'm going on Seaside.
Norwegian Prima, Canaveral Power.
Yes, huge beauty. Yes, what's going on, chat? What's going on, everybody?
Special 16.
We're doing a full Panama Canal cruise this year. That's awesome. I did that back on Norwegian Joy. Or no, I did that on Norwegian Bliss back in 2018 when she first came out. I am starting to cruise with MSC a lot. Honestly, you just can't beat their prices. Their prices are very good, and when it comes to views, like as a content creator, like I pay attention to that a little bit. As much as I'm going to cruise on what I want to cruise on at the end of the day, but the views are good when I go with MSC. So it's a little bit. I usually, make a good little chunk from those cruises. So. There's a little bit of both, cruise what I want to cruise on, but also cruise on what's going to get me, you know, what's going to do well with YouTube and TikTok. But most of my MSC cruises seem to do really well, so. Did partial on Joy in 2020. Oh, nice. I just did a tour on board Joy a couple weeks ago, and I loved it. It was a very nice ship. But yeah, I've got that Grandiosa and Seaside booked right now. But then, you know, and then Norwegian Luna right in between. But I'm looking at doing World America whenever it gets a little closer. Or I'm probably gonna wait till next month to book World America, just because I made the final payment on Luna. I booked World Atlantic for the maiden voyage, and I also booked Seaside. So I made a lot of cruise payments this month. My wallet's not happy about it, but yeah. We went in 2020. A week later, the shutdowns. Oh my gosh! So wow, you really got in at the last second, didn't you? Only complaint about Seashore was the waiter never came around with water refills. Rolls were hard as rocks. Other than that, it was. So yeah, I had. Overall, I had a pretty good experience with Seashore and Seascape. A little bit better on Seascape for a few different reasons. But on Seashore, I went into the main dining room. The person I was cruising with had a gluten allergy, and so, you know, we made that very, very aware. But you know, we were told, hey, yeah, you know, we'll bring you out a gluten menu, like a gluten-free menu, just to kind of accommodate for that. Like, no problem at all. And their version of a gluten-free menu was the maitre d' coming by and just pointing out what there was that was gluten-free instead of actually just giving a menu. Not a huge deal. I just thought, like, we both thought it was funny. Like, oh, okay, that works too. We could have seen that. Yeah, we were just like, oh, okay, that works. I feel like they've already beaten NCL and Carnival at this point. Carnival honestly is just beating themselves. NCL is always kind of done their own little side quests and their own thing. Like all these, like Carnival's building the XL class, you know, the 180,000 tons, you know, the Icon class coming out from Royal Caribbean. MSC's building these world class, but NCL downsized because NCL cares more about just having a traditional cruise experience rather than keeping up with everybody else. So yeah, they do their own little thing. Want to meet Captain Kate one day? That would be cool. She's on like a really small, like, I think it's Four Seasons is the cruise line, but they're brand new, and their first ship comes out soon. If you'd like to work for a cruise line, I would suggest going to the cruise line websites. They should have a place where you can go in and look for careers, if that's what you're looking for. Cruising Kimberly, what's going on? Final ship of the day, Norwegian Prima, coming out here probably the next 20 minutes or so? 20 minutes-ish? She's early, which is good. She said she's ready to go, so that's nice. But we've already had the first 5 ships come out. Share those. I'm not able to share the sites as of right now, but I would just go to, like, for example, RoyalCaribbean.com, NorwegianCruiseLine.com. There should be somewhere where you can apply to go. No cruise for you until January. Same here. I'm going on Grandiosa on the 8th of January. Yeah, glad you're enjoying the stream. It seems to be going pretty well on TikTok. We normally do these primarily out on on just YouTube, but we're doing both today, and it seems to be going quite well. But yeah, for those who are here on YouTube, go check me out on TikTok. Those on TikTok, come check me out on YouTube as well. Yeah, never been on Grandiosa either. I'm very excited for it. Going on Allure. Oh, I love Allure. I got to see her finally after they did those upgrades to her. What was it? Earlier this year. It was my first time seeing her since the upgrades, and she looked amazing. She looked awesome. Never done anything YouTube Live. Yeah, this is my first time trying it on both. It seems to be going pretty good. But we've been doing these live streams from Canaveral on YouTube for probably, I think we started these back in October, and they seem to do really well. People love them. It honestly I come out and do this ship spotting just about every weekend anyway, so it makes it a lot more fun. I get to interact with everybody basically as I do my ship spotting, so it makes it fun. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. They added the water slides, shop keychains without $3. Oh my gosh. Yeah. The slides look cool. I've done Oasis since they've done those upgrades. I mean, it's been a couple years since I did those upgrades, but Oasis was very nice. I'd love to sail on Oasis again. She's one of my favorite ships. Oh, the keychains showing the water slides are more expensive? Oh my gosh. This is the Norwegian Prima that we're looking at. She should be sailing away here any minute now, probably within the next 10 to 15 minutes. Prima should be leaving. It's funny you mentioned that about the keychains. So back in 2020, when Allure was originally supposed to get all those upgrades that she just recently had, she was on the way to the shipyard to get the upgrades when all the COVID shutdowns happened. And where's my phone? I just realized I'm like neglecting my YouTube chat here. But the ship was on the way over, and then they canceled the upgrades because of COVID, but they had all the updated ship models. So after COVID, whenever Allure first came back into service, they had upgraded models showing all the water slides and everything. Yeah, Seashore never disappoints with those horns. Kenny, what's going on? Kenny, what's going on? You're on Prima right now, leaves at 6. Yeah, I have the Marine radio here listening to the pilots speak with the captains. They just said they have everybody, so they might try to leave a little early. But I hope you have a great cruise. I was just on Prima for a tour recently, and it was an amazing ship. If you see Diana at the shore excursions desk, tell her that Brandon said hello. And that I'm excited to go to Japan. Even the model, oh really, they had them at a discount? That's cool. When do we go to Japan? I'm not actually going to Japan. It's a joke between me and her. I had met her I had been following her for a while on Instagram. She does a lot of really good photography. But we met while I was on my tour of Prima recently, and she's like, "Oh, like yeah, I'd love to go to Japan someday." I'm like, "I would love to go too. Let's go." And so the running joke is like her and I was like, "Oh, let me know when you're ready to go." I would love to go to Japan. That's like top of my bucket list right now. Top of my bucket list. Yeah, I will eventually. What I need to do is stop booking so many cruises here in the Caribbean and actually try to do something that's a little bit more further abroad is what I need to do. I keep saying like, oh yeah, like 2027 I'll do it. And then I just booked Harmony and I booked the maiden voyage on World Atlantic, and there goes the majority of my PTO for 2027. And I'm not even in 2026.
Norwegian Prima, preparing to get underway from Port Canaveral, west base and bound for sea. Concern traffic, come up Channel 12, Norwegian Prima.
There's the Prima.
Securite, Norwegian Prima, preparing to get underway from Port Canaveral, west base and bound for sea. Concern traffic, come up Channel 12, Norwegian Prima.
Ooh, went to Scandinavia? That's really cool.
Canaveral pilots.
Yeah, it's so handy to have. It's funny because last weekend the radio died right before Prima was going to leave. I felt like I was in the dark ages. I had to like kind of look out and make sure that it was moving. But yeah, it's cool to have. As long as you don't use it, or as long as you don't talk into it, you can use them. It's nice to know that way we can just kind of hear what's going on. Like sometimes, like I've been here before where we were waiting on Sky Princess and they're like, "Oh, we're still loading up stuff," and I was like, "All right, well they're not leaving for another 2 hours." Yeah, it's a marine radio. I just got it off of, I think it was like $90 on Amazon. Welcome back, Oscar. Welcome back. Do I hear when there's emergencies? Sometimes. It depends. Sometimes it'll be like actually communicating about it, not really, but sometimes it'll be like, oh yeah, we're waiting on, somebody to get picked up or waiting in an ambulance for a guest, that type of thing. Yes, Oscar, we had some horns from the Seashore. 3 good ones, too. Going on 2 cruises next year? Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, of course, while you were gone. Going one in Feb? Nice. Very cool. Seaside in June, Carnival Breeze in September. Very nice. I'm going on Seaside in May, actually, so I'm just right before you. Very cool. Yeah, I love MSC. You really can't, especially when you're on a budget, you cannot beat MSC. I'm affiliated with the travel agency Cruises It, and they get some really crazy deals on MSC Cruises too. There's sometimes they'll even just give us some onboard credit, which is nice. But they got me, my cruise on Seaside, they got me a balcony for the same price of an inside. It was awesome. It sounds like the pterodactyl left. Dude, that's so funny. That kid was going crazy with those dinosaur sounds. Just full on Jurassic Park to start out the stream, man. Yes, NCL in the background. That's Norwegian Prima. I like Seascape a lot. I'm looking into booking World America soon. I'm probably going to book it for September next year. Is what I think. I've got the date and everything picked out. I just haven't booked it yet because I spent way too much money on cruises this month on top of Christmas. But it is what it is, right? Yeah, I made my final payment for Norwegian Luna in April, earlier this month, and then like 2 days later they announced World Atlantic sailing, so I had to book the maiden voyage on that, of course. How could I not? So I booked that like 2 days after the final payment in there, and then not too long after Seaside got booked, so it's just like, oh. I love that the funnels on these Prima class ships with Aqua and then soon to be Luna, where it's all blue right there for the funnel, that actually is different colors. They can do like the RGB effects to them, which is really neat. Chrissy, hello, what's going on? What cruises am I going on in 26? So right now it's, that's a good question. So far what's booked technically is just Grandiosa, Luna, and Seaside, but World America should get booked probably the next 2 to 3 weeks, I'm assuming. But then I might try to do something else as well. I'm either going to try to do something in August or maybe November-ish. I usually try to hit at least 4 to 5, usually, preferably 5. I did 6 this year. Unintentionally. Half of them I booked like last second. First time on TikTok. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a good time. We're streaming here pretty much the same thing, but we're streaming here on TikTok and on YouTube as well. But I hope you're having a good time. Thank you for joining in. Yeah, it is a stacked list. I'm excited. Got a good set of ships booked already. And then 27, I've already got Harmony of the Seas booked for February of 27, and then I'm on the maiden voyage for World Atlantic. In November of 27. What ship is leaving soon? This is Norwegian Prima. This is the last one of the day. She should be leaving relatively soon. They've already said that they're dropping lines. Well, that's not good. There's a little sailboat cutting off this little casino ship coming in. That's not good. What'll happen? Yes, a ship horn. It might be the casino ship, but it's a ship horn. You're on Prima. Leaving right now. Perfect. Nice. It's nice to have viewers that are on the ship. I hope you have a great time. Prima's a very pretty ship. Ship agent for Seashore. Very cool. This is the Victory Casino. Oh yeah, I see Prima moving. I guess that casino ship is going to be in the way now, but I know that sailboat caught right in front of it. All right, let's see. Zoom in just a bit. Eventually, once it moves. Ooh, hello. There's the Prima. She is moving. Yes, we all came from the casino ship. That's what we really came for. Fourth cruise, probably the pretty... Oh, yeah. The Prima class ships are pretty. Very pretty. Gonna gamble. I'm glad that it's at least like semi-daylight. Usually it's super dark when Prima comes out. That casino ship is really getting in our way today, isn't it? Great. Honestly, that casino ship, I could not tell you how many times I've seen that casino ship there almost hit one of the cruise ships coming out. There's Prima, coming around the corner there. Let's just pretend that thing isn't there. There we go. There's Prima. Here she is. She is such a pretty ship too. That class is so pretty. Want to try Seashore? I really liked Seashore. On my YouTube channel, I have a full tour of both her and Seascape. They're very nice ships. But I did Seashore back in January of this year, and it was a good time.
This is Victory back. Yeah, keep her coming. We'll dog it a little bit and follow you back to the east.
Who pilots the ship out of sea? So the captain's the one that's in control. The harbor pilots are here just to guide them, but the captains are always the one that are in control of the ship coming out. Yeah. That sailboat is really just risking it, isn't it? They're just doing their own little side quest here. Don't mind me. Oh, it's getting chilly. It's distracting. It's distracting me too. Hopefully it's not distracting the captain, right? This is Port Canaveral. Prima's sister ship Viva is in Galveston, though. That's actually a pretty new thing. She just got there, I believe, last weekend. I really want to go see Viva sometime. That sailboat likes living on the edge, yes. I bet you they drive a Ford Edge. Yeah, being an hour away from Port Canaveral, there's no reason for me to go out to Galveston to ship spot, but I would like a chance to go see Viva. She's the only one in that class I haven't seen. I've seen Prima many times here in Canaveral. I saw Aqua a bunch. I'll be on Luna pretty early on, so I'll get a lot of really good early footage of her, but I haven't seen Viva. She's pretty much identical, though, to Prima. They pretty much changed from blue to purple with the paint scheme, that's about it. There we go. Spin it just a little. There we go. I didn't go on a fishing trip. But there are a bunch of fishing boats. Maybe that's what it was. Jubilee is... I would love to see Jubilee, too. I haven't seen her yet. I see Mardi Gras basically every week, and I've seen Celebration quite a few times. You were just on the Norwegian Joy. Very cool. I was on for a tour. I think it was the Thanksgiving sailing is when I was on. But I was on for a tour back in November for Joy, and it was an awesome ship. Have I been on Icon? Yes, I was on one of the first few sailings for her back last year, actually. I was on her in February of 24. Amazing ship. Oh, no, I didn't do any deep sea fishing. Okay, yeah, maybe it was somebody different. On the speedway on that ship, and it drifted nice. That casino ship definitely is running for its life. It needs to. Yes, very pretty ship. The Prima class is so nice. I'm excited to finally. I got a little bit of a taste of it basically by getting to do the tour of Prima a few weeks ago, but I'm so glad to actually get an opportunity to sail on one. And I'm getting on one of the first few sailings of Luna. So, like, getting an early look at one of the newest ones is going to be really awesome. Went on the looping water slide and got stuck. Oh gosh, that always terrifies me. I did it. I've made it through on those when I've done them, but that terrifies me of getting stuck. My sister almost got stuck one time, and she won't do it again. Sailing on Prima next Sunday. Ooh, very cool. I should be here. I should be here watching it sail away and streaming it on both YouTube and TikTok. But I hope you have a great time.
Patricia Lee, Canaveral Pilots, Channel 12.
On the clear side over the... Oh, that would be terrifying.
Patricia Lee, Canaveral Pilots on 16.
Yeah, that little casino boat is definitely running for its life. It's coming in. They just turned around there in the little middle turning basin there and then coming back up. They're going to dock in between where Royal Caribbean and Carnival go.
Stop the fishing vessel Patricia Lee, Pilots on 16.
Were you on the sailing that got back today for the Joy? I have a friend that was on that.
Not the sheriff's boat.
How long it takes for luggage to get to the room? Usually, it varies. I usually have mine,
Patricia Lee's out there. I've been trying to get him.
you know, maybe 2 to 3 in the afternoon at the latest.
Run up there, just make sure he stays up there. Nice and tight on the reds, please. Yeah, Cap. Hey, we're outbound in front of you there. You can go up to the reds there, Cap. We'll see you port to port. Just please get tight on the reds.
Okay, yeah, I have a friend that was in on the Joy for that sailing that you were on. Son's on Prima, hasn't got his luggage, but they're... Oh, he should be okay. I think sometimes it'll take a little bit of time sometimes, but it should be arriving soon, I'm sure. I've had that happen before where it just shows up super late. If anything, it's always a good thing to go to guest services and check on it, but sometimes it depends on sometimes the way they do it when they bring them in on all those crates. Sometimes some of the crates get pushed off to the side for a while and they get on the ship super late, but they'll never leave with luggage still sitting on the dock, that's for sure. So it's more than likely on the ship, of course. I've had 1 or 2 cruises where my luggage didn't show up until after dinner before. Yeah, some of the things that I see people complain about at guest services is crazy. Like you said, a snorkeling excursion got canceled on rough waters and somebody's complaining to make the water calmer. Like that's insane. Port Canaveral, day at sea, Great Stirrup Key, Nassau, Port Canaveral. Very cool. Yeah. It seemed like a pretty decent itinerary for a 4-night cruise, for sure. Waited until nearly bedtime at Disney Resort before our luggage came. Oh, wow. That's very late. Bucket list is to do all the speedways. That would be really cool. I love doing the speedways. I've only been on Bliss. That's the only one that I've been on that has it, but that's a pretty cool bucket list thing to do, is to check them all off. There's only 5 ships, so it's not necessarily all that many that you have to check off. But that's pretty cool. Alrighty, here we go. Here she comes. Exhausted, so there's no. Oh gosh. I had that happen one time when I sailed on Norwegian Bliss. Well, not necessarily happened like that, but we had it was a 15-day cruise. It was a Panama Canal cruise, and so about halfway through the cruise, we sent out our clothes to get laundry done. And like after like 2 days, they're like, "Oh, yeah, we're still working on it." We're like, "What do you want us to wear?" Yeah, that's the sheriff that's next to Prima right now. This is Norwegian Prima. What time is it? It is currently, it's 5:57 right now, so almost 6 o'clock here. Yes, thank you all for tuning in. Everybody here on TikTok and on YouTube. Everybody, I hope you all are having a good time on the stream and hoping, yeah, be sure to follow on TikTok and subscribe on YouTube as well. Kind of doing a little bit of a dual stream today, but Yeah, I hope everybody on both platforms are having a good time. Yeah, Cape Canaveral is very nice. I like it here a lot. This is Norwegian Prima. Oh no, my camera battery is about to die. There we go. Oh, we got somewhat of a horn. Such a pretty ship. Alrighty. Let's keep spinning you around. Yeah, such a beauty. Yeah, quick little horn. I think they were telling somebody to get out of the way. We were on that ship 3 weeks ago. Oh, very cool. Yeah, honestly, this ship looks really pretty at night too. Svetlana, what's going on? Welcome into the stream. Again, thank you to all of our YouTube members that are here on our YouTube side. Oh, I see go-karts going around on the top. Let's see. But yes, thank you all of our members over on YouTube. I appreciate all of your support on the channel. And again, our members do get early access to our ship spotting videos that we post over there. we see that? Oh, just kidding. All right, let's back it out just a little bit. I was hoping we could see a little bit of the go-karts coming by. Let's see. This is Prima. So the original Prima ship versus Aqua. One of those aft penthouses, 10K. God, that's crazy. I would love to do a back-to-back on a ship. If I ever had the opportunity, I definitely would. Oof, I am hungry. What should I get for dinner? Heading on a cruise in September. Nice. There are go-karts going around. Yeah, this is the quote-unquote small one of the class. Oh. Tacos. Ooh. I was kind of feeling Chili's. Tacos sounds pretty good though. Gators right down. Ooh, that is a good idea. What was it? I'd be by myself though. I feel like walking into a sit-down restaurant eating by yourself, it seems so awkward. But it might be worth it. Gators is good too. I've been there a few times after ship sweating. Star of the Seas, she was here earlier. She just came by. If you'd like, on my YouTube channel, I'm streaming this on YouTube as well, but there's going to be a live, you'll be able to replay it over on my YouTube channel. If you want to, you can go into the stream from today here when this is done, and you should be able to rewind and go watch Star come by. Ooh, Chipotle, that's not a bad idea. Okay. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that is the last one of the day. Yes, this is Prima. I'm live here every single weekend. I primarily do this on YouTube. So this is my first time trying it out on TikTok for you guys, but primarily on YouTube. You should be able to find my YouTube channel through my bio here on TikTok. But that'll do it for today's live stream. I hope everybody did enjoy the stream. And again, we'll be right back here probably on Saturday and Sunday, again, this coming weekend. So I hope you guys enjoyed and hope to see you guys again next week. Have a good night, everybody.